the countries that have gold standard when it comes to regulation, ito yung US, Japan, Canada, parang malayo si China. So bakit tayo sa China nagpapatest ng health? Samantalang lahat ng naririnig kong the few instances that come to my mind, naalala mo yung gatas ng babies na may melanin, sa China galing yon. Tapos kung ano-ano sa China, tas doon tayo nagpapatest. Ang taas naman ng standard natin para sa health ng mga kababayan natin.
Yes, Madam Chair. So when I came in,
Nagtitipid tayo, kaya tayo sa China?
ito, Madam Chair, when I came in last August, the two laboratories were already recognized by the department. So this is
ano yan? Approved ng FDA yan? Did you kasi sabi mo you defer to them. Did you ask for their opinion?
to Madam Chair, that's when I came in.
So inabot mo?
Yes,
Okay.
Madam Chair. So currently I'm looking into the recognition process of these two laboratories. I'm also looking at other laboratories which we can
Pwede yung
recognize.
gold standard.
Yes,
Can you commit that to me?
Madam Chair.
Gusto ko kausap, unti-unting nakikinig naman ako sa'yo dahil maayos ka naman sumagot. So can you
Madam
commit to me na patest naman natin yan sa gold standard?
Yes, Madam Chair. I can also commit that before it's recognized, we'll be coordinating also with the
Sige, so yung
FDA.
predecessor mo, ano pangalan niya? Papatawag ko yun sa next hearing. Bakit China yung inaccredit nila? Sino siya? Anong pangalan niya?
It's a new office, Madam Chair. There was no
So
office
it's a new
before,
office,
Madam Chair.
pero sino yung old office na in charge?
I believe, Madam Chair, it's the Consumer Protection Group before. That was
Anong pangalan
handling.
ng head nun?
There were two, Madam Chair, Nograles and Uvero, Madam Chair.
So itong si ASEC ba or USEC, whatever, Amanda Nograles and
ASEC Uvero, Madam Chair.
ASEC Tuvero. Okay.
Uvero.
Okay. So you gave me those two names. Are you sure of that? Because if you want to confirm, you can confirm because I'll call them because I am extremely disappointed that the health of the Filipino, the youth, na hindi naman nagkulang ang lahat ng taong nandito, DOH, FDA, lahat ng health specialist natin na nandito, and kahit na si DTI gaganon-ganon, na alam natin hindi health expert, inamin naman nila na may health component to, papadala natin sa China. Papadala natin sa China yung testing. Meron namang Australia, meron namang Canada, meron namang Singapore. Balik na kapitbahay. I'm shocked.
I agree, Madam Chair.
So sa secretariat natin, patawag niyo yung binanggit ni Director Valdez na dating ang pangalan ng agency, what do you call it?
The Consumer Protection Group, Madam Chair.
Consumer Protection Group, para we can ask them why did they choose a China facility to test these products that are extremely harmful to the youth. Okay? And then I will still ask, because you said you are reviewing, I will also wait for your submission. I want to know what are the credentials of that China factory. What do they do? What is their claim to fame? Anong products yung nire-review nila? Anong brands ang nire-review nila? At anong klaseng findings ang mga nahanap nila sa iba-ibang product nila? Anyway, having said that, dinatnan mo nga yan. So you sent the products that are applying for registration to this country, to this facility in China. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, Madam
They
Chair.
sent before you, no? Before
yes,
you, they
Madam
sent.
Chair. Before we approve the licenses, the Philippine
But
standard.
do we know for a fact if this is the content or just the device? Kasi baka nag-waste tayo ng time, hindi ka sure. Content talaga.
Both, yes.
Including content.
Content and device.
When did this start, this sending of products there? Would you know, has it been in place for 6 months, a year, or?
It's been in place, Madam Chair, since I believe 2022 because of the
2022.
department admin order, the technical regulations on vapor systems.
So may I ask the resource persons who are here? Because I asked my staff, no, I admit, no, I'm only human. My brain cannot I cannot promise that I can remember everything that I heard. So I asked my staff, do you remember that DTI reported to us in the last hearings that they are sending this vape products for testing to a China facility. My staff does not recommend. Sinabi lang na may third party. Does anyone here, do any of the health experts here remember DTI saying that they're sending it to China? So I consider that a grave offense, withholding information. They could have easily, and I thank you, Director Valdez, for being candid and telling us these things, kasi it's my right to know. It's our right to know. It's the right of the health advocate and of DOH to know. Did you know DOH na pinapadala sa China? My God. What a travesty. I mean, how invaluable is the health of the Filipino youth na secret pa na pinapadala sa China? Ano ba yan? What ASEC Nograles said to us during the March 2024 hearing is that they have a laboratory in Cavite that handles vape devices and batteries. So hindi niya nabanggit na may China yan. So may I ask you to go through the records because I understand you're new to this position. Officially, kailan kayo, Director?
August last year, Madam
August.
Chair.
Ganun ka new. But find out when this started. Because in fairness, baka naman nung hearing wala pa. Baka naman. So I always try to be fair in my statements and in my questioning and my any accusations that I make. But I was not aware of this. Do you know? Do you have an idea offhand when you started sending?
If I may clarify, Madam Chair, we
Yes,
don't
of course.
send the content or the juice
What do you do?
e-juice to China. It's the manufacturer or the importer that sends their samples to this laboratory
okay.
for testing.
Sent. In other words, you recognize
Yeah, we seal
the
the products.
results.
Yes.
You recognize the results that the registrants present to you. That they but basically you're saying you accredited that facility.
Recognized.
Oh, you recognize that facility. So that's on you pa rin. You recognized it eh. 'Di ba? On you pa rin yun kasi you recognized it. And when you
Yes.
say that they send it, I don't know is that common protocol? Hindi ba yung handling nun is, what if I send for testing one product and then yung binibenta ko ibang product?
Yes,
sila
Madam Chair,
magsisend?
sorry, Madam Chair. I mentioned earlier that we seal the products
You see, okay.
at the manufacturer's plant, and then it's sent to the
Okay.
laboratory.
Oh, palabas mo na sila nagsisend. So you gave me that impression na medyo may hugas kamay ka doon.
I
So
apologize,
okay.
Madam Chair.
So your control.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay. All right. So I need to know when is the date because I don't want to unfairly accuse anyone of withholding information if in fact it wasn't in place. So I need to know when, and I need to see. I don't need it just coming out of your mouth. I need it to show me in writing. When was that engagement?
Yes, Madam Chair. We'll
Okay.
send in all the pertinent documents.
So but sorry, you didn't answer me. When did this start?
Yeah, Madam Chair. As far as I know, it's at least by 2022, but I'll check on the
Okay.
exact
So
date and
you said-
revert.
That's right. So when you said 2022, that's when I reacted because our hearing was in 2024. So that's why I reacted na dapat nasabi sa amin yon since 2022 pa yan.
Yes, Madam Chair.
And have there been any adverse findings?
Recently, Madam Chair, we received a result on an applicant with the product has high formaldehyde levels, and we denied the application, Madam Chair.
Sorry, please continue. Sorry, I had to check on something.
Yes, Madam Chair. So recently we received test reports of one applicant for a PS license, and the result in high formaldehyde levels of their juice product. So it's for a number of flavors, but there's only one flavor that tested with high with formaldehyde. So we denied the application even for those flavors that did not result in high formaldehyde levels.
But that's only one case.
So far, Madam Chair. Yeah.